Welcome back. Road Accident Fund CEO Collen Letsoalo has been suspended with immediate effect. He was placed on special leave amid an ongoing special investigating unit probe into claims of financial mismanagement and corruption. Letsoalo is accused of being involved in a controversial 79 million rand lease deal for offices in Johannesburg. A preliminary report by the SIU found that he interfered with the procurement process by overturning a bid committee's recommendation to favour Moana Properties. In fact, a losing bidder linked to the government pension funds, the government employees pension fund. Paratetso Lukwareni will serve as the acting CEO during this time. Well, let's bring in the Transport Department. Its national spokesperson, Collen Msibi, joins us now. Collen, it's great to talk to you. Thanks very much indeed for your time. What's your immediate reaction to this decision to suspend Collen Letsoalo?
Well, as a department, we've been informed by the board of this specific decision. As you'd know, that the decision was made by the board of directors of RAF. Of course, we respect such a decision, and we also believe that it will obviously give space to the SIU to do its work properly. But I must emphasize, from what we hear from the board, there isn't any disciplinary processes that are being taken against the CEO. It is just a special leave so that it can give space for the SIU to do its job.
Right. The SIU has already had this preliminary report, though. Is the Department of Transport not concerned that the RAF CEO is implicated in something like this, in overturning a bid committee recommendation to give favour to Moana Properties, who was in fact a losing bidder in the government employees pension fund?
Of course, we will be concerned. We will be concerned as a department in that regard, but we haven't unfortunately seen the final report in this particular investigation. Until such time that we see the final report, we would be able to comment on it.
Right. So the Road Accident Fund, Collen, gets 45 billion rand. Is that correct, per year from government? Under Collen Letsoalo, do you think that has led to this very important organisation functioning in the way that it should be and helping the people that are worst affected by road accident funds get back on road accidents themselves, get back on their feet?
I wouldn't want to pass value judgment in terms of what Collins has been doing, because in terms of his performance, it is the board that decide whether there's been good performance or not. And I think in this particular case...
Let's talk about the organisation then. How would the department rate the performance of the RAF?
Well, there's been a number of issues. One of those issues is obviously the processing of the claims, which it is of concern because we've been getting reports that some of these claims have been there for quite a while. It is, of course, a concern. But secondly, there's been issues in terms of the run-ins with the Auditor General and so forth. So those are major concerns where the Deputy Minister has pronounced in terms of what needs to happen. I think even the court came to a point where it says it wasn't going to hear that particular application from the RAF. So there are certain concerns, but I wouldn't want to cast aspersions on the performance of the CEO in particular. But of course, the organization has challenges, and also the challenges in terms of the finances. It is also a major concern for us.
So Collen Letsoalo was appointed CEO of the Road Accident Fund. It's 2020, right? So he's been there for the past 5 years or so. During that time and under the leadership of Collen Letsoalo, the SIU has had damning investigations into this organisation. In fact, for the 2023-24 financial year, the Road Accident Fund recorded a deficit of 1.6 billion rand. So we're not asking you to comment on Collen Letsoalo, but I think that it's important to comment on the performance of the Road Accident Fund under Collen Letsoalo.
Look, I think it's quite a difficult call to make from my side because, one, the this is a delegated area for the deputy minister. I think he would be much better placed because he's appraised of the performance, including some of the issues that you are referring to. So I think he would be better placed to make a call in terms of his unhappiness. But some of these issues we tend to hear being published in the public domain. And they are of a huge concern. But of course, there's also been issues with regards to the lawyers, where they play this middleman, which has drawn quite a huge criticism and attack from the side of the RAF to try and streamline that particular issue. So it's a number of, it's a buffet of issues which are at play. And I think at some point, I think there will be details in terms of what exactly, even in relation to this special leave, what exactly are the concerns and the issues that are being looked into and which has led to the CEO being put on special leave.
I think perhaps important for you to clarify then, Collen, in terms of the Transport Department, you're saying we should speak to the Deputy Transport Minister, but I think it's perhaps important to clarify for the sake of our viewers who want these answers. In terms of the Transport Department and its oversight over the Road Accident Fund, which receives 45 billion rand every single year of taxpayers' money, how does that pyramid work? It's the Transport Department. Where does the Road Accident Fund feature in the Transport Department's responsibilities?
I guess what I'm saying is that the interview was really about the special leave of the CEO. I think the other issues that you are beginning to raise would have wanted me to look at what our public entity oversight in the department has done in terms of the shareholder compact, because you would recall that they need to sign a performance contract with the department, which is obviously done by the public entity oversight branch of the department. So those are the issues that would have been better prepared coming to you so that we can speak to the details of the issues that you are raising. But the reason why I'm saying the deputy minister, because that is the area that he looks at on almost on a weekly basis as to what is happening in the entity itself. So I think we can have another shot at this in terms of having to look at some of the issues of performance which have come up through the public entity oversight of the department.
Okay, I'm happy to do that, Collen Msibi. So you want us to give you some time, get appraised on all of the issues involving the Road Accident Fund as a whole, but also the Road Accident Fund under the guidance and leadership of Collen Letsoalo, and then you'll come back and give us those answers?
I'll certainly do that. Remember, we have more than 14 entities, and all of them we have a shareholder compact that we sign with, and I think it is important that one can get some kind of appraisal in as far as the performance of the RAF in particular, and I can come back to the show.